Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Excuse me. I want to thank all my new subscribers. Thanks for the love and support. It's growing slowly. Today we're back on the 71 D.I.Y or whatever RV trailer this is. I don't know the name of it, can't even figure it out. But today what we're doing is we're going to fix this bumper and actually add on a hitch so we can pull behind it the quads. But if you notice, that's not straight. So we're gonna do some measuring and some welding and some cutting and figure out where we're gonna put everything in this. We're probably gonna cut it flat right there, take the angles off, and we're gonna measure out from the one support bar out and then make a bunch of gussets and other things to strengthen it up, see what happens. Well, not see what happens, but it's gonna work. And with the gussets and everything, because the neck support across the frame is about 8 inches in. I think we have enough steel that we can make supports, because I got 1 by 1.5 by 1.5 by 1/4 inch steel, and I have 1 by 2 inch flex tubing I'm going to put on the back of that to support it, and then we're just going to kind of hold everything together, make it strong. And then we're going to put the hitch either on top or on bottom. I don't know, I'm probably going to put it on top, so the weight's on top probably, and then we'll paint the whole thing. Other than that, let's get a couple things done. Those drag wheels that are on the back, they need to come off, so because one's broken and the other one's just, it ain't gonna do any good. Plus, every time I go into a low driveway, like into our apartment complex, get in here, it just drags, it gets kind of stuck, and I have to kind of force it through. But we're gonna take it off and make it a little easier, because the wheels aren't doing any good anyway. So, all right. So our first objective, these things, these bolts up here, they look like they're 19s, which I'm just gonna remove these guys, get these wheels out of the way on both sides, and then we're gonna work on see what's going on with this bumper. All right, guys. So what we're looking at here is underneath this guy, we got the first frame. So what we're gonna have to do is cut this off about 7.5, which leaves us very little room. The other side is a little longer, but I think that's why it's at the angle it is. So, gonna get our cutter out and see if we can cut that straight off. We're right at 7.5, and then we'll cut that one off 7.5. Hopefully everything is good on that. Oh, look at that! It is off after 1, 2, 3, 4 blades on the reciprocating saw. And whatever you do, guys, too, don't buy one of these steel diamond cutters. They don't do shit. This is garbage. These things are garbage. But this is off. I want to see what's inside of it. So why don't we do this together? And we can see what's inside of it. This right here. Ew. Okay, that's kind of gross. Ew. Half a pipe. A bunch of rust. Sweet. Dang. That's not what I was expecting to come out of that. Alright, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to measure a couple things, because we're going to reinforce this bar. So we're going to measure from the outside or the inside of that C-frame channel over to the inside of this C-channel. Kind of hold this up once. So we're about 65 inches. We're going to cut it so it just snugly fits on the inside of this reinforcement. And we have our 1x2s, or 1.5 by 2.5 steel tubing. We're gonna measure out that 65 inches and cut that. All right, so here's an idea plan. So this is in the middle. We're gonna mark this so it's right in the middle where I want it to be. So the little piece we cut off, probably gonna reinforce it as well, right here in the center. After I find out where the center is exactly from there to there, we'll mark the center of where the hitch itself, this guy, is gonna go. So when it's on load, it'll have the weight, and then we'll put gussets and everything else in to help support this, either on the bottom or weight up top, or we're gonna weld all this together. This is actually pretty strong though, this bumper. So I gotta get up in the vise and see if we can mark some stuff, so we'll have to bend over and do other stuff. All right, guys. Well, we got this one little tab off the top, which took forever. The grinding wheel can't get into this one because of the way the angles are, so we're gonna have to resort to my little air guy. See if we can get these little welds here on each side and wheel it off, break them off. We'll do the same thing on that side as well. And then we gotta mark where we want a centerpiece to be. And then once we get that done, I'm gonna weld grind this side down, get it all done, and weld it. Hopefully everything goes smoothly after this. Get these little tabs cut off. It's taking forever, but we're gonna call it. What I want to do is I want to get this done and weld it back onto that before the day's out. Before we go back upstairs, I'll move the trailer and all that other stuff. But might be a minute. Well, holy crap, that took like forever. Oh god, I'm hot. Motor off. There's not much left of my grinding wheel, but everything's off. We got a little hole we gotta patch up, big deal. It's all ground off smooth. Still a little warm. Same with this side is done. Got some rope on fire when we were I didn't know it was there. But there's those angle pieces right there. Now we got this marked out where we gotta put the piece of steel on the marks. I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna grab a couple of my clamps, hold it on. I'm gonna tack weld a couple places, and then measure out what the center is so we can figure out what we're gonna do with the hitch. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that yet. Other than that, let's get that going and tack weld this on. Alright guys, look at that. Got the bar down, all welded up. They aren't my prettiest welds, but you know what? I like them. So they're pretty good. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna figure out where the center is between the big bar and the end to the other end of the white. Figure out where the center's at, so I can mark it where I'm gonna put this one in for restructuring the center, and then weld it to this. Probably a couple welds, you know, here, 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 and here, and the edges, and then we'll do this side a little more, and then on the inside of these guys we'll put, I don't know, a couple more welds on the inside there to strengthen that up, and then that is gonna go on back on the trailer and get welded up, because it is there, almost there. We back. Just kidding. Well, we got this other bar on in the back, and we got the hitch on, welded up. Did the same thing like I said. We just kind of did some tack welds on the back, just like that, around the whole thing. Now we're gonna let it cool a little bit and then brush off the weld because it's hot. And then we have the helper to help me get it on the back of the hitch, or back of the trailer, so I can see if we can weld it up, which would be fun. Alrighty, well, it's mocked up. Doing a couple more things to figure out what we need to do, because I know we got a big gap right there that we need to fill in or figure it out, and then gussets and other stuff that ain't gonna happen today. I'm just gonna get it welded back up and back on. Alrighty, well, bumper's on. We're running out of wire weld, so we can't finish what we need to do. But underneath this, what we're gonna do, it's like I was saying, from this gusset here, we're gonna go out at a 45-degree angle and go over there. Bing, bing. Whoa, here it goes upside down. From this side, over that way, just past the sewer drain pipe. Bring those in. Probably do a couple gussets right there that are short. And that should be good. Right now we're gonna let it cool down, clean it up a little bit, paint it because storm's moving in. Now I'm gonna make some brackets for the inside. Alright, well, it's cooled down enough. We're just gonna hit this with some black paint, try to keep the rest from happening, and then call it for today because we gotta get some stuff. Bush stuff. Black paint. Alright guys, well, we did just a quick little butt coating. Looks a lot better so far with me jumping on it. Not really bending anywhere, but we'll see. We're still gonna add the gussets and other things too. I gotta get a couple cutting discs, get some more wire weld because we're out of wire. And that, guys, we'll see you a couple days or when we get the wire weld for this, and we'll get it finished.